So you've built this gorgeous WordPress site. You're super proud of it, but nobody's visiting. Sound familiar? It's one of the most frustrating feelings out there. Well, today, we're going to fix that. We're going to build the ultimate SEO toolkit, step by step, to take your website from totally invisible to the top of Google.
I mean, you poured your heart into the design, right? The content is amazing, but that visitor counter, it's just stuck. It's a problem so many people face, and you know what? It almost always boils down to one simple fixable thing.
Think about it like this. You're trying to build a house, but you don't have a toolbox. Your amazing website? That's the blueprint and all the materials. But SEO tools, well, those are your power drills, your hammers, your saws. They are the things you absolutely need to actually build your rankings and construct a real presence on Google. So here's the plan. We're going to build that toolbox together, piece by piece. We'll start with the absolute foundation, your all-in-one plugin. Then we'll get into finding keywords and measuring what actually matters. After that, we'll tackle the critical need for speed and some key technical stuff. And hey, make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to give you the perfect 3-tool starter stack you can set up today. Let's dive in. All right, first up, your foundation. And look, this isn't just another tool in the box. This is the multi-tool. It's the Swiss Army knife that everything else gets built on. Seriously, choosing the right one is probably the single most important decision you're going to make for your website's SEO.
And I got to be super clear about this. This is non-negotiable. You can only install one of these big foundational plugins. Why? Because they all do the same core jobs. And if you run more than one, they're going to fight with each other and could actually destroy your site's visibility. So the lesson here, choose one and choose wisely.
Okay, so which one do you choose? Let's break down the big three. First, you've got AISEO, or All-in-One SEO. This is my go-to recommendation for most beginners because it's just so comprehensive, and its true SEO checklist makes optimizing your pages a breeze. Then there's Yoast SEO. It's been around forever, and its real claim to fame is that traffic light system that gives you instant feedback on your writing. And finally, there's RankMath, which is really making waves with its built-in AI tools that help you write content.
So what do these plugins actually do? Well, no matter which one you pick, they all handle these 5 critical jobs. They analyze your on-page content, they automatically generate an XML sitemap, which is basically a roadmap for Google to find all your stuff, and they add schema markup. That's the code that gets you those cool, rich snippets in search, like star ratings or cooking times. They are, without a doubt, the bedrock of your entire SEO strategy.
Okay, foundation is poured. Now it's time to draw up the blueprint for the rest of the house. See, you can't just write whatever you want and hope people find it. You need to know exactly what they're searching for. And that, my friends, is where keyword research comes in.
To put it simply, keyword research is the art of reading your audience's mind. It's all about finding the exact words and phrases they're typing into Google so you can create content that perfectly answers their questions. If you get this part right, trust me, everything else gets so much easier.
Now, your keyword tools really fall into 2 different camps. On the one hand, you've got awesome free tools, like Google's own Keyword Planner. These are fantastic for just brainstorming, for getting a ton of ideas flowing. But when you're ready to get serious, you need the hard data. That's where paid tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs come in. They show you exactly how many people are searching for a term, how hard it is to rank, and, my favorite part, they let you see the exact keywords your competitors are ranking for.
This quote right here really says it all. I tell every single person I work with the same thing. Do not write a single word until you know the keywords you're targeting. Think of it this way. The keyword is the question, and your content is the answer.
Okay, so you've got your foundation. You've got your content blueprint, but how do you know if any of it is actually working? You can't just guess, right? You need a report card. You need a direct line of feedback straight from Google itself.
And that is Google's Search Console. Let me be perfectly clear. This is the single most important source of data for your website. It is not optional. This is literally Google telling you how it sees your site, what's working, what's broken, and where your biggest opportunities are hiding. And you want to know the best part? The price. It is 100% free. There is absolutely no reason on earth not to have this set up from day one. It is the highest value, zero-cost tool in your entire SEO toolbox, period. So, once you're in, where do you even start? Just focus on these 4 things. Top Queries is a goldmine. It shows you what you're already ranking for, and you'll always find surprises in there. Clicks and impressions, that's your basic traffic report. But pay very close attention to indexing errors. This is basically Google's alarm system telling you, hey, I'm having trouble reading this page, and you need to fix that stuff ASAP.
All right, let's pause for a second. You've done all this work, your foundation is solid, your content is laser-focused on the right keywords, but there is a silent killer that can make all of that hard work completely and utterly worthless. And it all happens in the first 3 seconds of a visit.
Yeah, we're talking about site speed. A slow website isn't just annoying. It is a ranking killer. Google could not be more clear about this. Faster sites rank higher, and slow sites get pushed down. It's really that simple.
I mean, just look at the difference. It's night and day. A slow site makes people frustrated, so they leave. That's a huge negative signal to Google. A fast site keeps them engaged. They stick around, conversions go up, and Google rewards you for it. The stakes here are incredibly high.
So, what's the fix? Well, the easiest and most powerful way is with something called a caching plugin, like WP Rocket. The idea is actually pretty simple. Instead of your website building a page from scratch every single time someone visits, which is slow, the plugin creates a pre-built, super fast version. So when a visitor shows up, they get that lightning fast version instantly. It's one of the biggest performance boosts you can get from a single plugin.
All right, our site is fast, our content is on point. The last part of our toolbox is all about maintenance. It's like giving your website's engine a regular tune-up to make sure it's running perfectly for Google.
We've got a couple of specialist tools here. A redirection plugin is crucial for fixing broken links. If you ever change a page's URL, this tool sets up a forward so you don't lose all that ranking power. Then, a tool like Schema Pro can help you add those advanced rich snippets we talked about earlier. But here's a little pro tip. A lot of the premium all-in-one plugins, like AISEO Pro, actually have these advanced features built right in.
Phew, okay. We have covered a ton of ground, and we've built a really powerful toolbox. But I know what you're thinking. What do I need to install right now? So let's boil this all down to the absolute must-haves.
Look, if you do nothing else after watching this, please do these 3 things. Number 1, install a great all-in-one plugin like AISEO. That's your foundation. Number 2, set up Google Search Console. That data is non-negotiable. And number 3, install a solid caching plugin like WP Rocket to make your site fly. With just these 3 tools, you have a professional-grade setup that covers every critical base you need to rank on Google.
And there you have it. That's your starter kit. You now have the fundamental tools you need to go from being invisible to climbing the search results. Now I want to hear from you. What is the #1 tool in your SEO toolbox that you just can't live without? Drop it in the comments below. Now go get 'em.